Yo, what's up, everybody? Uh, this is Dustin again with another episode of First with Foremost,
Episode 7.
number 7. We took a little break there, had a bunch of random shit going on in our lives. So thanks for hanging with us. We'll try and be better at that moving forward. But
Heck yeah.
so lots to talk about, lots to catch up on tonight. All right, let me kill this.
That intro, I bet that's the longest that this rolled.
Yeah, I realized when I hit a button here, it changes things, and then I always miss it. So I think I'm turning it on, but I'm actually turning it on and off in every other episode. So
Oh, shit.
it's a little fun thing I learned. But anyways, man, so what's been going on?
Nothing, man. Just got a dog, a little puppy,
Yeah.
a little husky mix. His name is Cooper. He's adorable, but it's been a very trying few weeks.
Yeah, new puppy, rescue dog, all things that can lead to, some crazy sleeping patterns.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had a dog for 2 years, and she was pretty much rescued, right? We got her from somebody.
Yeah.
She was sick, the whole ordeal. We nursed her back to health, and then we realized, we probably got this from somebody that knew our dog was sick, right? Like some terrible human. And we realized because she didn't know normal dog things, it's she wasn't with her litter very long, right? She just didn't know how to dog. And then we just continuously are like, okay, we're going to get another dog for her to play with. And I don't know, man. The first couple of nights were very sketchy. I thought she was going to kill the puppy. It was freaking me out. I mean, she was like, what the fuck is this thing in my house? Another dog? How dare you? And then by the third day, she was coming around. Fourth day, she accepted him. Now they play all day, and it's just finally getting into a normal routine. So it's been great, though. I don't know. I'm a dog person, so I know you are too, but
yeah, more the merrier, man.
For sure.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but they walk together. I don't know.
It's awesome, man.
It's very they're into each other. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so dog stuff out of the way.
How's Nico?
Nico's doing good, man. We had people over this weekend, and one of my friends brought over their dog, which is just like a regular German Shepherd, I think.
Yeah.
Young pup. I don't know. It wasn't fully grown yet.
Right.
And her and Nico were playing, and then their leash things got all tangled up, and then there was some noises, and everyone freaked out. And then Nico was all scared, and I think he was embarrassed because he just ran back in the house and wanted to go upstairs. It's come on, man. But
oh well, man, that's a lot of progress from when you guys got him. So
yeah, we took him camping for the first time. He did really good. That was a big test. We just went somewhere super close, an hour away. Mm-hmm. And the last time we put him in the car, it was a total fucking circus, total shit show. I mean, he panicked the whole fucking time. And this time it was I don't know what the hell happened. Dude, he just hopped in the truck and was
comfortable.
Put the windows down, dude. Let's go. He did so good.
That's awesome.
He just hung out. He didn't freak out in the tent. He didn't freak out about noises. Yeah, he was good. So that kind of the rest of the summer now, we don't have to worry about the dog if we want to go camping or do shit outside. Yeah. So
hell yeah, man. I'm excited to I was actually trying to plan our first trip today. I was thinking about it. I'm really excited to get out there and get around the fire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just relaxing, man.
Dude, yeah, it's fucking great.
It's good for Drew too. I don't know. It's we go camping and he doesn't have an electronic near him the whole fucking weekend. Yeah.
Even if it's there sometimes, there's going to be moments where whatever's happening is cooler than whatever's on there, which doesn't happen a lot of the times day to day kid life,
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, sweet, man.
Yeah,
We'll have to take the acoustics out for a foremost camping trip.
Let's do it, man. I'm into it.
Dude, I was going to say the girls are going to get so mad because we're going to play so many Tom Petty songs. But then I'm like, dude, that Brittany's like favorite band is Tom Petty. You know, like she was never going to get sick of that.
Yeah. Oh, Jess puts that record on all the time. The greatest hit. We have the greatest hits upstairs. We have a couple of his albums, but you know, put the greatest hits on when you're doing freaking housework or whatever.
Oh yeah, dude.
Shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So tell me about that pedal that you got, man.
Dude, that thing. So we're going to get back into the gear talk, but there's like that tone that everyone talks about, which is like as far as bass is like an old Ampeg SVT cranked, right?
Yeah.
It's that gritty, like
the
rock tone. Yeah. And the only way to do it is to fucking have one and crank one. And they're so loud, you just can't do that. So there's all these pedals that like try and mimic that. And a lot of them are like straight up SVT. Some of them mimic like an old Fender Bassman.
Right.
But they're all trying to do the same thing and get that like tube warmth with like breakup in the bass tone.
Yeah.
And this one, I don't know. It doesn't say like if it's specifically modeled after Ampeg or any specific tone. Mm-hmm. It just is like it's their version of adding tube warmth with some overdrive. Yeah, it's a preamp.
Okay.
But what I really like about it is that it so when you have a bunch of bass preamps, every one of them now comes with like they're like $500. They're a preamp, they're a cab sim, they have a DI box, they have like all this shit built into them, which is great.
It's like a supercomputer for the pedal board.
Yes, and as a bass player, that's a great tool. That's what that Dark Glass Alpha Omega Ultra pedal I use is. But the problem is that like, so that pedal does a thing, right? And that's your end preamp. But like, what if you want to do other shit before then? This is just a fucking pedal. Like, I know they're calling it a preamp, but like, it's really just like there's nothing else special about it. So you can just throw it wherever the fuck you want. It wasn't $8,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure.
I'm just like, all right, cool. Finally, like they make a bunch of these in, you know, preamp form with all the bells and whistles, but like I already have two of those. I don't need another one. But it's the Solid Gold Effects is the company, and it's their beta preamp, which I think this is I think it's this 3.
Okay.
The third version. What's do you know Roman numerals?
Kind of.
What's the V?
I thought it was a 5. Yeah.
Maybe it's it's got this is the 5. Beta V. Maybe it's a 5, but it might be the third one. I don't know.
I think it's 5. I'm not sure.
Gotcha. But yeah, they've done a couple different versions of this, and this one now has a low pass filter, which is specifically for the affected signal, and then they have a low pass or like a kind of like a mid range clicky button thing. So like you can bump it, you can scoop it, or you can do nothing to it, and which is fucking awesome because you can set that low pass filter to kind of cut that signal, and you're not messing with like the bottom end. You're only distorting the top end of the bass, so it cuts through like that. And a bunch of pedals try and do that, but for some reason this one, like, I don't know, man. The last episode, I think we were talking about like just trying to find that tone.
Yeah.
This is the close one, and the first one that like within a second, I just had everything straight up, and I was like, that's almost there, right there. Like that's exactly what I fucking want. That's what I hear in my head.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'm super into it.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, that video you sent of you demoing it was marvelous.
Oh yeah.
That's what I don't know. When you sent that, I was like, holy shit, that goes so well with the tone that I wanted to, like, you know, changing the tone for the next batch of songs. Like, I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
oh man, that's gonna be sick. We're gonna use that a lot on the bass. I have a feeling.
Yeah, and that's the other problem with some of those other pedals is they didn't necessarily play nice with stuff before or after it, right? So
Right.
I like to slam that last preamp pedal, which is that dark last thing. That's that crazy distortion.
Yeah.
And I like pedals that will play nice smashing into that thing,
Yeah.
but some of them like just whatever frequencies or whatever's going on, they straight up don't. They say they make both of them sound shittier. This one just like smashed that thing in all the right ways, and it was like, holy shit, like this is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
what's up, man.
that's a keeper now. That one's gonna stay on there. I gotta sell some shit now to make room for it, but
Yeah, I made some room on mine this week.
did you? Or
Yeah.
did you lose one and gain two?
Yeah, I did. So I did end up I was like, all right, I just wanted to get a cheap compressor, right? Because I was like, I know that's what we were talking about last episode was a
Yeah.
compressor pedal. So I just got a cheap ass freaking that flanger that I was using, the Amazon Space Flanger or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
It was sick, right? I was like, holy
Yeah.
shit, let's try the compressor. I was like, I know it's gonna be noisy as fuck, right? It's a
Yeah.
$25 compressor, but like whatever. It does the thing that I was looking for, right? The spank,
Yeah, perfect.
the telly spank. So whatever. I'm only going to use it every so often, or it's just going to be on all the time.
Yeah.
Haven't determined that yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, I took off the freaking the at plus
Mhm.
that Angry Charlie plus JHS, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yep.
I took that off. And I was like looking at my Juliana, the Walrus Juliana chorus pedal, and I was like, that's been on there for 2 bands, and I literally never put it on. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, I was really into that sound when I bought it, and then I just
Yeah.
never applied it to our music. I was like, I bet somebody would enjoy that, right?
Yeah,
So,
someone wants to play old Cure
yeah.
songs.
So I took it off and, like, put it back in its bag in the box or whatever.
Mhm.
And my buddy Wade had a Super Bolt that I was going to put on in the place of that at plus the red distortion pedal that I had.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Yo, you want to borrow this and check it out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, that's a wonderful idea."
Yeah.
So I went, and he's like, "Oh, I have this kilt too if you want to check it out." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." Like I never once was like, "Oh, I want to check out the kilt," right? It just was
Yeah.
like off my radar completely. So I brought them back, and the Super Bowl did exactly what I thought it was going to do. And I was like, yes, this is sick. And then the kilt was just like, okay, I don't know what this is going to be. So I plugged it in, put a red remote in it.
Yep.
And oh my God, dude, I think that's going to be the new, like,
Yeah, that fucking sounded awesome.
it was so crazy. Like, it, it literally is like a nice, you can have it as like a nice overdrive. Hit the
Mhm.
red remote,
Yeah.
and it sounds like a fuzz pedal or something.
Yeah, it gets crazy.
So it's wild. So yeah, my drive train completely or drive chain completely changed on my board.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited to get writing and recording with the new tones, new
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah, it's always like refreshing and kind of wakes you up. You're like, "Oh,
I
okay."
took the morning glory off the board, man. Like
I was going to ask about the Morning Glory.
I took it off. So
Ooh. Well, do whatever you had. So Andrew sent me a clip of him playing the pedals, and one of them I was like, "Oh yeah, that's like that's the tone right there."
yeah.
And you were like, "Yep, that's the one, man."
Yeah, it's the
So
kilt.
yeah,
The kilt freaking is reigning supreme. I just like the versatility of it. Honestly,
yeah,
it's like I can play. I don't know. The Super Bowl is like what I hear for our new stuff, right?
yeah,
But like all of our old stuff, that kilt is perfect because you can get both tones that I recorded
yeah,
on the
yeah,
EP with it.
yeah. I liked it, man. The Morning Glory, the way you were using it, kind of seemed like it was either
It was an always on type deal.
Always on, and then like with the red switch, it was just like a boost.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really hear any.
No.
And
Tonal
this is like,
characteristic. This is like
yeah, this is yeah, this is
it's like
like
a
two
different
pedals in
pedals.
one.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
which is sweet.
So yeah, if anybody wants a Morning Glory or an at, hit me up. They may still be for sale if they're not gone yet.
All right. That's what's up.
I don't know, man. It's like if I'm not gonna. I basically looked at all that shit and I was like, okay, what am I using? What am I not using? Right.
Yeah.
And the same thing with my volume pedal. Like that left months,
Yeah.
almost a year ago, probably.
Yeah.
I took it off because it's like I didn't really use it ever. Not doing any swells or string bending things with it yet. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's good, man. It's good you can, because a lot of people just like leave it and then keep adding to it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really like, am I going to use it or not? Right. And I
Yeah.
put the delay back on because I want to use the delay. And that thing is crazy and does so many different types of delay that it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, Digitech. Hell yeah. I'm all about it.
Me too, man. I love that old weird Digitech stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't
Speaking of
know.
old weird stuff, and she's been bugging me to talk about Metallica, and we haven't done it yet, and I just want to know why. What like you messaged me the other day about something about the new Metallica, right? Obviously, that's like what something popped up somewhere in your feed.
Yep.
So what's going on with Metallica with you right now? Is this going to be another Pearl Jam?
No, I don't know. Maybe it might be. Let's preface it with like, okay, what do you think about when you think about Metallica?
So here's what I think about. I think
Because
about,
it's probably different, right? Because we were teenagers at different times.
yes,
So,
and also like some of my very close friends at that time were like obsessed with Metallica.
oh, dude,
Still are.
same.
Like,
Yeah.
dudes from Driveline that, was pretty much to start out with a Metallica cover band. They could have been a fucking Metallica tribute band, right?
Gotcha.
And so that's just been like in some way or form, like those old Metallica riffs have been a part of my life for a long
A
time.
long ass time. That's what I
Not just
figured.
like, yeah, and not just like on the radio, right? Like some of my best friends, I was in that band for a minute, right? Like
Yeah.
and that's, so it was like playing them, always listening to them play them, talking about them, the riffs, blah blah blah. Um, and
Is this
then
pre or after or post some kind of monster?
so this is all
Pre.
pre some kind of monster.
Okay. That's
This, yeah,
and I think that is the McCheese factor.
for sure, yeah,
And where it differs from kids that were your age from kids that were my age.
yeah, exactly. Um, so I look back at like the old Metallica shit, like in two ways, fondly, like just off of like memories and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then also like I have some, whatever relationship with playing a lot of those. And then, Cliff is like an
Yeah.
insane bass player.
Yeah.
So any of that stuff,
Right.
I'm like,
Down
fuck
for.
yeah,
Right.
absolutely. And I'm
Yeah.
like digging my ears in for every little weird harmony that he's doing with bass, which is
Mm-hmm.
fucking insane. And then, yeah, the whole like, Napster bullshit, all those like crappy albums.
Yeah.
And
Then
it's
some
funny
kind
because
of
like
Saint Anger.
Saint Anger, yeah. And even watching my friends kind of just be like, we're not gonna pretend that shit exists.
Yeah.
And then every new album, is like they're back, but metal's back. Every time they
Yeah.
have an album, like, oh, heavy is back. And then like
It's not.
it's like, yeah, man,
It's
we
not.
listened. It kind of sucks a big butt.
Right. All right. So that's what I thought. Okay. I think
Yeah.
that's like mostly everybody. So my thing
Yeah.
is like I don't know, man. I was born in 91. I think the Black Album is 91. So that shit
Yeah.
has been on the radio my whole life, right?
Yep.
So
For sure.
they're just like in my consciousness of a song that's from the radio. But my uncle Ian was super into Metallica, and like when I was young, he showed me that the thrashy shit, right? He's like,
Yep.
"Oh, you think Metallica's cool?" Because I had it on like a mix, Enter Sandman or something, and he's like,
Yeah.
"You think that's cool? Look at this shit." And I was like, "Oh crap!" Because that was when I first got into like guitar and stuff, and it's like, I appreciated it for what it is, and like as an adult, I appreciate them paving the way for like a lot of things to spawn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Metallica spawned a lot of things for our generation, like heavy music,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But with that being said, they've never like I don't know if I was born before or after the Black Album. We're gonna
Yeah.
say that it was before I was born. I don't know if it was, but we'll take that into consideration.
Okay. I think it
They
was like
it,
August
okay,
in
so it was
91.
after, so it doesn't matter. We're not counting that. After that, they've never released a good album my whole life, right?
Yeah.
So there I am scrolling, and I'm like, oh god, all this Gibson Metallica stuff that I've been seeing, and like
Yeah.
all of that, and then I don't know. The one guy at work's like, "Hey man, did you hear the new Metallica record?" And I was like, or a new song whenever it came out, and I was like, no. And I listened, and I was like, holy shit, that's like really good
Mm-hmm.
for what it is. And then I don't know, the most recent single, I was like, holy fuck, like they can actually they play like it was almost like they were like, okay, it's been 30 years of people ripping us off. Let's rip ourselves off and like show these people how to play thrash, right? And it's like,
Yes.
and like that's what I'm like, I'm impressed when I'm listening to it at the instrumentation. But
Yeah.
that being said, James still has the McCheese factor on the lyrics. Like,
Yeah, man.
I don't
That's the
know,
one thing I think we
dude.
definitely agree on
For
it. Like,
me, being like 13 when Some Kind of Monster came out, and to
yeah.
see those like adults acting like that made them the cheesiest, like out of touch thing ever after that. So like I've always been like, fuck Metallica, right? Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the old stuff, but like I don't give a shit. They're out of touch. Like, but now it seems
Yeah.
like they actually kind of maybe understand that, like, oh, what made us great and what people liked about us, like let's do that. Like it doesn't
I
seem that
think
hard, right? But like it took them 30 years, dude. It took them 30 years.
I know, man. They went through so many weird stages of like no more guitar solos.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't know, dude. That
at what point is that a good fucking idea for a band that became famous for
for
doing
guitar
guitar
solos,
solos?
bad idea.
You
Right.
know,
That's
and
that's what I'm saying, man. Like there
yeah, oh yeah,
I
a
don't want
lot
to
of
I'm not
mistakes.
trying to be rude to them as artists or whatever, but like they haven't released something worth me listening to in my whole life. Not
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
counting the Black Album,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So like yeah.
Yeah. You're right, man. That's wild.
I don't know. So that's why I've been like talking about it a lot lately, cuz it's very like fuck yeah, like it's good
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it is.
It makes me happy cuz it's like finally there's some like integrity to this quote unquote thrash band, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I know they're not, they're like literally one of the biggest rock bands in the world, but like, dude, you're playing to metalheads. Like, you can't be playing 90s metal anymore whenever kids grew
That's
up with like Bury Your Dead and fucking that kind of shit. Muir, like the hardcore. I don't know. A lot has changed. And like,
yeah.
it's like, oh, they were like, oh, we do this really well. And that's, so let's do that. Right. They're not trying to.
I feel like, and also when they said let's do the thing that we do really well, they like went back fucking far enough,
Right.
you know, and like someone in that band had to be like, whoever's writing those fucking riffs, you know, is it Kurt? Is it James? I hear it's like a lot of the shit comes from James, but like someone just let him fucking do his thing
Right.
finally again or something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, like
Something happened. Right. Cause it's
for
like,
sure.
it's noticeably like, for me to be like, holy shit, that's a good Metallica song. Like for that to
Yeah,
come out of
man.
my mouth is pretty staggering. And that's why I've
I
been
wonder if it's
hitting everybody
I,
up about it. Being like,
yeah.
yo, what do you think about this?
I wonder if it has anything to do with like how old Lars is and like
I don't
was he
know.
just like a fucking there's like little shitty fucking yappy dogs that like are just always full of energy, like pissed off because you just exist. Like and then they're like that for way too long and then one day they just fucking chill out, and you're like, oh, what happened to fucking whatever Noodles over there? And you're like, dude, she's just old
Chill.
now. Maybe that's what happened to Lars.
I don't know, but
Instead of arguing like, don't play that, man, do this, like
yeah.
maybe he was just like, I don't care, man, it's fucking sounds
I
great,
mean,
whatever.
I think maybe culture probably has something to do with it, right? Like how
Yeah.
many people have made a lot of money from advertisement
Oh.
revenue off of like content and being like, let's watch a compilation of Lars fucking up and comment on it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Like that has to get back to him, right? So it's like you're in
Yeah.
Metallica, practice your fucking drums is basically like the message of most of those videos.
Tune your fucking snare and practice your fucking drums. Yeah.
So it
Be
kind of
better.
maybe that's what happened. Maybe he just like got serious. I don't know, but it
I'm
could.
into it, whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Some of those I don't know the names of the songs. I don't care. It's just
Yeah.
new Metallica to me, but
Mm-hmm.
they actually thrash pretty hard, and it's
Yeah. One's
awesome.
I think the album's called 72 Seasons, and that's a song. And
Okay,
that's just like a long thrash song. And then If Darkness Had a Sun, I think was the first single.
okay.
Just to put names to them
Yeah, I
for
don't
anyone
know.
that's interested.
Yeah, it's pretty sick album cover too. I
Yeah,
know
I like
album
it.
art. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the shit? So they did like a residency on Jimmy Kimmel
Um.
this whole week or last week or something.
Yeah.
I don't watch. I don't fucking watch Kimmel, but they put all the clips up on YouTube like
Yeah.
minutes after it happens,
Yeah. I saw
and
them advertised, but I didn't.
yeah, they
Or not
played
advertised, but you
like
know what I mean. On there,
yeah
recommended.
advertised.
Yeah,
Yeah,
advertised, recommended, whatever.
um, they did like can Metallica actually become masters of puppets, and they like played puppets and shit. Like actually, they were like did a skit where they were like pretending to be puppets and shit.
Oh shit.
And it's Metallica doing that. Like that never fucking they never like didn't take themselves seriously and pretend to be like the fuck you band.
Yeah.
So like you can tell they're just like whatever, man. They did years ago they did the like car karaoke with the other guy.
Yeah.
They played like the little kazoo of Enter Sandman and shit. But anyways, they played like
Jimmy
song
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon, yeah. No, it's not. No, it's not car karaoke guy.
No, but
Is
isn't
it?
Jimmy Fallon the one that did
Oh yeah, yeah. The
he's the one that does
kazoo thing.
musical skits with people usually.
Yeah, yeah. Um. Anyways, what the hell was I talking about?
Oh, sorry.
No. Oh, they did. The songs they played, they were playing like old shit, and I think they did. Was it? I think it was Master of Puppets. Like it's like a 7-minute fucking crazy old fucking
Oh,
song, and dude,
dude,
it fucking
maybe
sounded so good.
I think what we're not. I just had a huge realization. Stranger Things, dude.
Yeah, they talk
That
about that too.
I know, but like that's why the older stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
I hear a Koopy.
Oh, Zoomies upstairs.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, so they've been playing that like they've always been playing the old shit at like their concerts. I mean,
yeah,
forever now, but yeah, Stranger Things definitely like I mean that's a fucking Run DMC Aerosmith moment for Metallica. Like not like okay, maybe that's exaggeration, but like it it was one of those moments where like a band was like
talk this
let's be
way.
yeah, like no one gave a shit about Aerosmith
No,
before that. Like they had some hits and then they were like kind of fucking going downhill until the
they're
Run
a
DMC thing.
'70s rock band. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Metallica was ever heading towards where Aerosmith was, but like, dude, fucking like 16-year-old girls had no fucking clue what Metallica was unless they're
right.
like, dad played that shit at home, right?
Yep.
Um, and definitely not like hipster or like your average fucking teen or whatever until that fucking show, man. I mean, It's the same Kate Bush. Like no one will fucking know
Yeah.
about her either.
Yeah.
So it was just Metallica. And then like the cool thing about Metallica is like it's not Kate Bush where you go back and you're like, wow, this is all kind of really weird.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, wow, this is all exactly like what I heard on Stranger Things.
Yeah.
If you go back far enough, you're
right?
like, fuck, there's like 4 albums
So
of
maybe
just like this
that's
shit.
probably
Okay.
why they leaned into that, because people were like, "This is
Yeah.
sick. Why aren't you doing this?
And good for
Or
them for
why
leaning
haven't you?"
into it this time
Yeah,
instead of being dicks
finally,
about it and fighting it. Like, this is what you guys
finally,
fucking do.
yeah.
Lead into it, man.
That was
You
I
know?
was mixing paint the other day at work, and I was like, I was listening to it, and that's what my first thought was like, everybody's been ripping them off for 30 years except themselves.
Yeah.
Like
That's a
that
great
was
fucking
my
take, man.
first take. I was like, holy shit.
Decides to rip themselves off.
Finally.
Finally. You know? They're actually pretty good at this. Yeah. I mean, I'll never get over the vocals being like whatever he's trying to do.
The McCheese factor.
Yeah. It's just like rhyming. It's like the same rhyming patterns, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, come on, dude. Like, just if you guys all have to kind of know it blows a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, just play
Fist
the
filled
fucking
with
guitar.
hate. Sit in my jail cell and wait. Skull bandana.
Decapitation.
Chain wallet.
Masturbation. Whatever the fuck he's saying.
Electric chairs. Ah. Here comes Kurt with solo.
Still playing that whatever fucking movie with Woody Harrelson on the guitar solo. Natural Born Killers. He's still playing that fucking Natural Born Killers guitar.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. Well, that was our Metallica take. I don't think it was as bad as our
my Pearl Jam take. Yeah. Good for Metallica, man.
Yeah.
I'm and it's gonna be cool because you're gonna hear like some more old shit on the radio because people are gonna be fucking like, oh yeah, doing exactly what you did. Like,
yeah,
what is this? Like, this is fucking rad.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's going to be good for concerts, for just guitar music in general.
100%.
You know, people are going to start, you know, wanting to do that again instead of, you know, making beats.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully.
Fuck yeah. I don't know.
I'm cool with it.
Me too, man. I think music is going in a really cool direction right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. It's the easiest time in a while where I can absorb new shit without that immediate like ugh thing. Like there's always good new shit, but in general,
for sure.
You know, as long as you stay away from the, you know, the same stupid pop stuff that we all need to stay away from.
I kind of feel like TikTok culture and like Stranger Things, like that kind of like homogenized culture actually. Okay, let me rephrase this. I feel like for a long time, almost a decade, maybe, pop music was very homogenized. A lot of it sounded the same, the beats, the tones, that
same
type of
4
thing,
chords,
melodies, that type of shit. And I feel like maybe TikTok and like, I don't know, man, the fact that Fleetwood Mac and Kate Bush and Metallica and all these fucking people that are like haven't been in the Billboard for 30 years are now on top of it again is awesome. And that's good. That's good for music. That means that the next generation of kids that are in high school now, that's them, man. They're the, you know, the TikTok, Netflix culture or whatever.
Yeah, dude, they're learning to play guitar, man.
Yeah.
And which is fucking cool.
Yeah, my little cousin has a band, man.
Yeah.
He's a drummer.
I hear that shit all the time now. I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, that is awesome.
It's super cool.
Man, and they're gonna all be better than us.
100%.
Because they have like YouTube and online learning. They're not gonna have to like beg for a shitty fucking Mel Bay book.
I love that.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, okay, what am I learning? Okay, this is fucking stupid. Get rid of this dumb book.
Oh man.
Come from the guy that constantly complains about not knowing enough theory.
Yeah, same. Oh man.
I didn't have. They got like YouTube and apps and fun
No, you're
games, and
right,
it
man.
turns it into that shit now
Yeah,
instead of,
you're
you
right.
know. So I guess that'll be fun to watch.
You any fun shows coming up, man, that you're interested in attending?
Yeah, Built to Spill in like not this weekend, next weekend.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
You into Built to Spill at all? I don't think
Yeah.
we've ever talked about them.
I don't really know any of the songs by name. I really just
Gotcha.
got into them when you showed me that one album.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Jess is super familiar with them. It kind of seems like though. When I was like, "Oh, check out this band," she's like, "Oh yeah, I know who this is, man."
Yeah, they're one of those like if you're into them, like I don't know. I'm gonna name a band that's not gonna make any sense, but like Pup or something.
Yeah.
Like there's people that don't know about them at all, and
Mm-hmm.
then like they sell out a huge show, and you're like,
Right.
the fuck is this band?
Yeah.
Where'd they come from?
Right.
But I'm old school. Yeah, that that album that I really like of theirs is Keep It Like a Secret, which was like 99 or 2000 or something. So,
Gotcha.
that was like me graduating high school.
Yeah.
Like it was the Red Hot Chili Peppers guitar ish stuff, like just like for Shawnee like riffs and crazy guitar stuff, but like not with the dumb Chili Peppers thing they were doing. And then also like not as like into the Doors or like the Grateful Dead as the jam band stuff that
Yeah.
was also going on that I couldn't get into. It was like this like perfect middle ground of just like badass guitar, weed smoking fucking music.
Yeah. A band that I rediscovered talking about shit that's been on the radio my whole life.
Yeah.
I never knew who these songs were, but the Black Crows, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have tasty tones, man. Very tasty tones.
Absolutely.
I heard that one song on the radio the other day and I was like, "Holy fuck." And then I dove into them and I was like, "Oh yeah. This is sick."
Dude, the Black Crowes are awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean that's just that kind of shit that's been around my whole life that I'm like, "Oh, that's that song, but I don't know who it is, you know."
All right, yeah. Um well, I think that's another age thing. Like me just being a little bit older
Yeah.
was like enough to know, oh yeah, like there was like a Black Crowes phase.
Right.
There was like that like guitar rock band, and most of them it was um like Kenny Wayne Shepherd or like a guy's name and then the band, and they were
Right.
all that kind of like Stevie Vai-ish, whatever. Like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna fucking rock, baby. And they all sucked, except for and then like the Black Crowes came out and we're just kind of like did it right,
Yeah.
which is fucking awesome.
Yeah, they I don't know, man. I was just listening to the riffs and I was like, "Man, holy shit." And then I realized like that's a really good guitar tone. Like
Yeah.
I don't I don't know what the song is, but it's the one that's like fuck.
Oh, I don't know. It could be anything. Fucking Jealous
Cause
Again.
it was the first time I said goodbye.
Uh, Twice as Hard.
Yeah, that song.
Yeah.
The riff in that, holy shit. And
Yeah.
it's like that's the fun thing about it. I always complain like because the radio's on at work, right, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The old guys love it. I'm like we can we put it on Spotify and not listen to half of this shit, you know?
Yeah. Right.
And they're like,
Yes.
no,
No. They.
the radio, you know? And I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, whatever, I'm letting it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know. So there's like I always complain about it just being like, oh, the same songs over and over again.
Well, it is. Yeah.
But then like I catch myself being like, I hear a certain part of one of these songs that I've
Yeah.
heard and just zoned out, and I'm actually listening to it maybe for the first time in a long time.
All
Like
right.
that Black Crow song, I was like, "What is
Yeah.
this?" And then I was like, "Oh, I know this song."
Well, they normally just play the fucking song they covered that nobody knows they covered, which is that fucking Otis Redding song, "Hard to Handle."
I see. I don't even.
You know it immediately as soon as it came on.
Okay.
And like that's a one that gets a lot of play, and then the fucking, of course, She Talks to Angels, like the 12-string
Yeah.
acoustic thing,
Right. See,
or
and
the
that's what
weird
I
open
didn't.
tuning thing.
I didn't know that was the same band.
It's all the same band.
Right before I looked into it, right?
Yeah.
But then I
Okay.
realized that what is that first song that I was mentioning?
Twice my fault.
Yeah, Twice My Fault, whatever. There's more
Twice
songs
as
like
hard.
Twice as Hard. There's more songs like that, like the rock. It's almost like Jimmy Page style guitar
Yeah.
or like Skinner style guitar. I don't know.
Yeah. Jealous Again. Fucking good. That's a good one that they don't play a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. Pretty cool though.
Yeah. I saw the Black Crowes.
That's what's
I
up.
think open up for Aerosmith.
Ooh. I
Yeah, it was
saw
like one of the first concerts I ever went to.
the first concert I ever went to was Aerosmith opening for Kiss.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
actually,
weird.
I think Saliva opened for both of them.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I was probably like Drew's age. My buddy,
Come on!
yeah. So my, my buddy's dad was like in the Kiss Army or some shit back in the 70s, and his wife.
Okay.
This is like 99 or 2000, and his wife bought him tickets for Kiss at Burkettstown, and it was 4 tickets so he could take both of his sons and a friend. And
Okay.
the oldest son, I was friends with the youngest son. He was my age, but
Yeah.
the oldest son didn't want to go, so I went with them, and
Okay.
it was quite the experience. Let me tell you, just like drunk people everywhere. I'm like a kid, and like I don't know, it was awesome. But Kiss is like I don't know. I've never been a huge fan, right? It was just like
Yeah.
that's the thing is like
We were on the
Kiss,
other side. We were on the punk side. You didn't
right?
like you. There's fuck
Right.
Kiss if you were on our side.
That's like
That
the
shit was
shit that I was
stupid.
listening to when I was a kid, basically.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Yeah.
know. There's like getting into punk when I was like 13 probably.
Mm-hmm.
But like before that I was just like, "Oh yeah, let's." And that's the thing. I didn't really realize that like Green Day was punk back then because it was just like on the radio, shit that I
Yeah.
liked or like that my siblings listened to or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 90% of that shit is like I don't know. I didn't realize what the differences in rock genres were when I was that young.
Dude, I remember I got all kinds of weird music shit for Christmas.
Probably when I
And I
started
remember
hanging out with Walt is when I started realizing like that kind of shit. Go on.
okay.
Go on. I was just
Yeah. I just remember like getting like cassette tapes for Christmas one year.
yeah.
And it was like I remember the Clash. It was like London
Ooh.
Calling. It was Elvis Presley's greatest hits.
Ooh.
I think it was also an Eros like Pump or something.
Yeah.
And like so like and maybe I don't even know, something else. And was like, you know, listening to this shit. And at the time it was weird because like Aerosmith was the only thing like on the fucking radio.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like, I want this other stuff. And like, I would go back and forth, like listening to like old Elvis shit and
Yeah.
then listening to that Clash tape and being like, this isn't very different.
No.
Like if you just listen to his, it just sounds like older punk music when he was like really
Yeah.
getting after it.
Yeah.
I was like, so I didn't even know. I just thought like, I don't know. This is all just music.
Right.
And yeah, it's super wild. Fucking cassette tapes way back in the
I
day.
know. I have CDs still. I still have my booklet or a booklet. Not all
Yeah.
of them, but some of them have survived. Yeah.
Yeah, I think well,
I don't
all
know if
my
I have a
booklets.
CD player anymore, but
I know, and they're like, unless you have a fucking video game thing to put them in,
yeah,
can't even
I don't
put a
think
CD in.
I don't think we have the ability to do that actually.
Do you want to know
Oh,
how
you know what?
old?
I have a PS1 up in the attic.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Yeah. You know how fucking old our healthcare system is?
How?
I had to get an MRI on my wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and they did it. And then the guy's like, all right, here you go. And he handed me like a blank CD that they burned. My fucking MR. And they're like, here you go. Now you take us to your other doctor to look at. And I'm like, I'm in charge of this? This is no shit. Like, I'm in charge. Like, okay. And I was like, there's no, I just came home and threw that fucking thing. I'm like, they sent it through some chart system or whatever. Dude went in for the fucking MRI appointment. He's like, you have that CD? I was like, you have got to be fucking kidding me. No, I didn't bring that fucking CD. Like, what? This is like 4 weeks ago. This isn't 40 years ago. It was a burnt fucking like you used to buy the big stack of fucking 25 or 50 blank CDs. They were just like, here you go.
Like you would do in high school. Jesus Christ.
It's freaking ridiculous.
That's insane, man.
It's like, but yeah, same. Brittany was like, do we even have anything to put that in? I'm like, no, we don't.
Do you have a tower or like a drive on your?
No.
Damn.
Nothing in there. There's no DVDs, no CDs in here.
Well, shit.
It's a new computer though, so right. I guess if you had an old one, but it's fucking wild.
That is crazy. Holy fuck.
So somewhere in this house right now, I have a DVD of my
health records. Someone's gonna find it.
An MRI of my wrist, just like on a disc for no reason.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I wish it was right here, and I could fucking. I'll find it for the next one.
Hell yeah.
That has nothing to do with music at all.
No, it's all right, man. I love it. It made me laugh so hard. Not even a thumb drive.
No, yeah, not even a fucking like that. I would have been acceptable. I was like, I will put this in my pocket and take it into this doctor. Here's this thumb drive. I feel like I'm fucking James Bond. Plug it in there. Let's see what happens. Dun, 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 yeah, no, this is not the case. Jeez,
dude.
Oh, and the fucking in case anyone gives a shit, the doctor told me, yeah, fortunately, nothing is catastrophically wrong in there. But unfortunately, we can't see what is wrong in there. And then that was the end of the conversation. I was like, so what do I do? And he was like, nothing. I don't know. Put a bandage on it or something if it hurts. I don't know.
I don't know.
See you later. Just like, kick me out. I'm like, awesome.
Sweet. Here's my money.
Yeah. Here's all my, yeah, it's cool. X-rays, MRIs, different doctors. Yep. My wrist still fucking hurts. Nobody gives a shit. It's fine. Just deal with it.
Damn, dude. Got to put a brace on when you're riding your pedal bike, man.
I guess, yeah. He's like, I don't know, put a brace on or wrap it up or something.
Yeah.
All right. He just did that, like, slapped his knees and was like, all right, then I'll tell you. Got up and left.
Yeah, I would for sure when I ride if I were you. It's a lot of downward force on your arm.
You know what's funny, man, is those bikes are so damn good with the suspension.
Yeah.
That's not even what hurts my wrist. It's the stupidest shit. It's closing a door and having to push on it.
Gotcha.
Or like, it's like the dumbest stuff. It's a very, very extreme range of motion. Like, so like a push up, like that hurts really bad. Like pushing, like wrist flat, pushing against stuff. Ooh. But like if I have it like a fist holding on to something, I'm fine. That doesn't hurt. Twisting doesn't hurt. It's that.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I can feel shit grinding against each other back there.
I have lived with a lot of chronic pain too, man. I've been thrown around in cars a few times. So fucking I know what you mean, man.
Yeah.
I'm like just like feeling like I'm 50 years old already.
Yeah, same. Fucking sucks, man. Oh well.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
But anyways, do you have any shows coming up? I just kind of rambled about
no.
Somehow Built to Spill turned into the Black Crows.
There's a really sick free Tiger Shaw show out in Scranton and or near in mid Pennsylvania somewhere.
Okay.
and or mid-eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But I don't know when it is. That seems pretty
Probably
sick.
on like a fucking Wednesday or something.
Yeah, I don't know when it is. It's some sort of anniversary show for some business, and Tiger Shaw is headlining, and Homeless Gospel Choir is playing. So I don't
Okay.
know. That seems interesting. And then like Four Chord Fest, I think it's Sunday night. It's like
Sunday night looks
or
fucking
Sunday
awesome.
is like
Saturday.
whatever day that like Gaslight and Dave are playing.
Yep. Yeah.
I
Fuck
don't
yeah.
know. The fact that they're both playing on the same day is very intriguing to me. So I don't know. We'll see what
Yeah, same.
happens.
That second day lineup is like, I would definitely go to that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of want to. I don't know. We're gonna try and go to something, but there's just a lot coming up. I feel like that
Yeah.
I've been seeing that I'm like, well, I kind of want to. I don't know, man. I pick my shows very wisely, right? Because it's like it's really easy to be like, oh, I want to go to like 5 things a month.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well, yeah. I mean,
now,
I live in the city, and if they're in the city, like
right?
I can do that
You're right,
because I can go to a show on a
exactly.
Wednesday night
But to
and
drive
just,
out, it's like a
yeah,
3 hour round trip, basically, like
yeah,
with traffic and everything to add on to like to
parking,
the
all that
show. And
shit.
yeah, so it's
Yep.
really like a big thing, right? Big ordeal for me to want to bring myself that far
Yeah.
to listen
Um.
to music, right? Because like
Yeah.
it's really hard sometimes too when we're playing a lot, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to just it has to be somebody I'm really into, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. We went and saw the
Uh.
Get Up Kids last year, and like Dave Haas and Gaslight and the Menzingers. Like I'm definitely gonna go when those bands that I care about are around, and then like obviously go to smaller shows about bands that I care about.
Yeah.
Retirement Party is back. They like were not a band for a little bit, and I don't know. They're pretty cool.
Okay.
I saw that they're back now, so they'll probably have a Pittsburgh date. I know they used to play in Pittsburgh a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, it just seems. I don't know. We need to. Our band is still under construction, so it's like
Yeah.
I might book a acoustic show here and there this summer while we're building that up. But we'll let everybody know when our next show is. I don't know. I was thinking about booking us a show, honestly,
Let's do it.
because it was fun the last time. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm down.
We'll plan something, but yeah,
Yeah, we're working on shit, guys. You know,
yeah,
it's tough. It's tough being adults.
yeah. We should have new music by the summer, though. I would assume
Definitely new music
we
by the
have a
summer.
lot of new music. It's just recording it and getting down to the nitty gritty with a lot of it. There's literally like 10 songs at this point, like that
Yeah.
we could just flesh out. And
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, if there's 10 now, there will probably be like 6 good songs to record
Yeah, for
and put
sure.
out over when I don't know, this next year, I guess.
Yeah, and we haven't really discussed it, but if people want singles over albums, let us know. We'll just fucking record songs
I
and
think
release them.
I think we should just do that.
Yeah.
I think everybody's into that these days. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. It just seems smart.
No one list. I mean, I guess our music friends we do, but like,
Yeah.
you step outside of our little world all of a sudden, and people do not listen to albums. I don't
Right.
think at all.
No.
Um, there's a couple artists that somehow have been able to figure that out as far as like the new pop whatever.
Yeah.
I think like people listen to Taylor Swift's albums,
For sure.
but we got a little
Yeah.
bit to go to get there.
Yeah. We're
What up, T
definitely
Swift?
T Swifty. I love that they call the fans the Swifties.
Yeah, it's great. They know what they're up to.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of excited about us writing new music, and I'm excited to see a couple different shows this summer. So
Fuck yeah, man. Sounds good.
yeah. All right. Well, I don't know.
Let's call it.
Let's call it.
Yeah. It's been real and it's been fun.
Do you real quick?
Yeah.
I think maybe my favorite catchphrase from like a television show lately is we've been watching Daria a lot lately, and
Okay.
it's just like the Six Sad World cuts in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like yada yada yada. Coming up next on Six Sad World. I just fucking love it, dude. They're so funny every time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
That
yeah.
show's fucking great, man. That's funny you guys are watching that shit.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Right on.
Six Sad
Well,
World.
Six Sad World, Metallica. All right, later.
See you
See you
guys.
next time.